We've got a great tale to tell, and it's about a gal and her dog, and they are heroes. And they are from Northwest Indiana, where I am from, and they just won a big award from the American Kennel Club. It is the Paw of Courage Award, appropriately. I want to, at this time, welcome to the show Stephanie Baker and her canine, Ianka. Welcome to the show.
Yeah. Thanks for having us on. We're excited to be here.
And for those that may get to see this episode on fourleggedlife.com on YouTube, her beautiful German Shepherd is grinning at the camera. Stephanie, I think you have a legitimate camera hound.
I might. She just might be.
Well, let's reel back the tape. Tell people a little bit about yourself, Stephanie. You're in Munster, Indiana, not the cheese, Munster. Know exactly where that is. It's Northwest Indiana near Chicago. But when you're not helping people with your dog, Ianka, because you are a volunteer, how do you pay the bills?
Yeah, I'm actually a corporate lady. So I worked in human resources for the past 10 years or so in an area called compensation. And yeah.
Well, let me ask you, what got you into having a dog of such talent, Ianka? Because this dog isn't one that just sits and stays. This dog is very much a PhD, pretty happy, pretty healthy dog that's doing good. So how did you get into the field of search and rescue and helping, military and law enforcement help find people?
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Yeah. So I've always loved dogs, and I had a dog, Colton, before Ianka. He was a Belgian Malinois. And I had a class where I became friends with this guy, Robert, and my dog unfortunately had a terminal illness at 4. And so he was having a litter of puppies that were from a line of really great dogs. So they are this beautiful red and black color, and they have working lines. So some of the ancestry had placed in the Seeger show. So I knew if I took one of these puppies that this dog had a lot of potential, and I didn't want that potential to go to waste. And
because the canine mind is not to be wasted, especially with that lineage. Wow.
Yeah. So the lineage was awesome. I wasn't really ready to get another dog yet because Colton was still around, but I hated to turn down this opportunity. And honestly, I'd love to be in like this type of work full time, like paying my bills, but unfortunately, I have to have a corporate job to do that. So I thought about what could we do? So I looked into different things. There were different dog sports. I thought, maybe we could do Schützen. That looks fun. I Googled the videos.
Yeah, slow that down. Tell people, because you don't want people think you're swearing in German. What did you call it?
Oh, Schützen. Yeah, and Ianka, she's trained in German, actually. Yeah.
What's that?
Ianka's trained in German, actually, as well.
So if I said, Ianka, ein Glas of Weißwein, bitte, would she give me a glass of white wine?
I haven't trained her on that, but that sounds like something that I should work on.
That's my German, and another word, which is not a nice word.
Interesting. No, I only know like the same 6 words that she knows. They're really basic.
Well, what are the 6 words? And say them slowly and what they mean. And let's see what she does.
Yes. Sitzen is sit. And then Platz is down. Steh is stand. Bleib, stay. Higher, that means here. So those are, basic vocabulary for us.
So officially, what area does Ianka specialize in?
So we weren't really getting accepted in these other areas. So then I had a friend that said, hey, how come you come check out this team that I'm on? So she's on Northwest Indiana Canine Search and Recovery, and they specialize in finding human remains. So I wasn't so sure about it. I went, I checked it out, and I fell in love with this team. So this team responds to requests from law enforcement, fire, emergency management. And what I loved about this team was that they will search for anyone. So you've got people out there who are missing that have drug issues, people with mental obstacles, the homeless.
Wow.
There's
Yeah.
no discrimination. Our team treats everyone as a person who has a family that needs closure. And I fell in love with that mission, and that really resonated with my heart. And that's where I decided this is where I need to be.
So how old is Ivanka, and was that her name, or did you give her that name, or how did that come about? Because Arden's a beautiful name if you're looking for another name down the road.
I do like that name. I like unique names that I hadn't heard before. So Ivanka's 4. Before I had gotten her, I knew I wanted a really strong name. So I looked up different German kind of names, and I was actually at a party and I was kind of throwing different names out there. And somebody said Ivanka, and I loved it. So it stuck. So before I even took her home, I knew that was going to be her name.
So give a little shout out about the Northwest Indiana Canine Search and Recovery Group. Go ahead and say some names. Tell us a little bit about this group because it sounds pretty darn incredible.
This group is incredible. The president of the group is Michelle Dvorak, and she started this team. And this group does not charge for our services. So we're working on our funding right now because most of the cost is incurred by the handlers themselves right now. So,
Whoa.
yes, it's quite an investment, not just in time, but in your own finances as well. And we have Karen Scooby as our vice president. I'm the treasurer. We have Julie Wenkloff is our secretary, and we have Nick Dvorak as our board member.
So we've got about a minute left before the break. When you say you, as the handler, incur the expenses, gas, mileage, what are you talking about?
Yes, gas, mileage, anything that it costs to get yourself to the search and then to the training. So if we go to a seminar, which is oftentimes needed to get your certification, it's going to run you around $400 to go to that seminar, depending on the seminar. Then you're going to pay for your exam fee, which is around $100. But before you can even take that exam, you have to have a lot of other things along the way, human CPR, canine CPR, all of those things you need to pay for. And then if you need to stay at a hotel while you're at the seminar, that's all on the handler.
Thanks so much for making our tails wag by watching this guest interview from Arden Moore's Four-Legged Life.
Four-Legged Life.
Make sure to subscribe so you're up to date with all of our Four-Legged Life content.
Four-Legged Life. Four-Legged Life.